People, today I'm going to do a YouTube video today, and that is going to be the New England Patriots versus Kansas City Chiefs. Hold on, man. I ain't saying it right. I'm a little woozy. You can't tell, but I did throw up at 5:45 in the morning. I ate a nasty ass burrito that effed up my stomach big time. So I'm like between 70 to like 78%. And I have to go to work today and tomorrow. Like tomorrow, I might just be 85 to 90%, and I may not make it back to 100% by Friday or Saturday. So, yes, forgive me if I'm not 100% and I don't scream at all in the video. And you go, "Where's the emotion?" I threw up at 45 in the morning. It's not really it's not a nice sight. And plus, I threw up in a place where you shouldn't throw up, and that's in your bed. It's a real nasty, disgusting scene. I don't want to disgust you guys because you guys might be saying, "Damn it, Alex, I'm drinking water." Or, "Damn it, Alex, I'm drinking my Coke." Or, "Come on, man, I'm hitting this blunt. Come on, man." So I don't want to disgust you guys. But I'm not 100%. And you probably can tell in my face that I'm a little distraught because, I got to work today. And then I found out I have to work tomorrow because somebody decided to call off work like they normally do, like a punk. I mean, yeah, what else can I say about the individual? That's all I'm going to say, but they punked out, they cowered out, and it's like, come on, man. And I can't tell my supervisor, "Hey, well, I'm sick, so you think I can have the day off tomorrow?" Like, you can't do that. My day off tomorrow, now I have to work tomorrow. So I don't get officially, and then I have to work again on Friday, so yeah, it sucks. So the only day off I would actually get is actually Saturday, which is my birthday. And then I'm going to turn my phone off so don't nobody call me on my birthday. Because now what it sounds like, I have to work Wednesday, got to work Thursday, and then turn around and work Friday. So I got to work 3 days in a row again. So, and the only day I get off is Saturday. God forbid if somebody called me in for my birthday. It'd just be unfair if they do that. Hopefully they don't, but they've been known to do stuff like that in the past. Now, to the video. A lot of people believe that the New England Patriots, even though they defeated the I can't call them San Diego, the LA Chargers in a blowout, that they may not be able to do the same thing in Kansas. Now, I do believe this is going to be a very competitive football game. I think the score might be 20-21 or something like that. I think if New England wins, they might win it by 2. They might win it by 3. If the game goes into overtime, it's because Kansas City's not just going to lay down and die in Kansas. Kansas is bigger, they are stronger, and they are faster than New England, and they can play on both sides of the football. And New England won their game last week, so I would say 60% New England wins and 40% Kansas City wins. And the reason why I say that is because what I think is going to happen is that Kansas City, because they're in Kansas City, they have home field advantage in the game. They're most likely going to score the first 2 to 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. And it's going to always look like that movie where it looks like, okay, New England's finished. Tom Brady's not going back to no Super Bowl. He's done being an elite quarterback. And then somewhere late in the second or in the third quarter, he's going to make that legendary comeback that he's known for, where he's going to make a comeback, where he's going to throw the ball once. There's 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns. They're going to tie the score, and then they're going to go past the score, and then it's going to turn into a shootout where it's just going to go back and forth, back and forth. And I think the final score might be 20-21 or 20-22. Now, what if the score ended up being 10-17? It'll either be because Tom Brady is not 100%, or someone gets hurt at the last minute and he gets sacked. You do know the more Tom Brady gets sacked, that's when you can tell he's on the verge of losing a football game. And if we saw what they did to the Chargers, that is an indication that he has to be preparing himself for Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs are not going to roll over and die. They're not the Chargers. This team, you're going to have to actually play football. You're going to actually have to run with these guys. These guys love running up the field. They're unpredictable. These guys can throw the football to one person, pick off the pocket, cause an interception. They could even snap the football. They can even rush you and sack you. And then if they get a fumble, they're not going to stop running the football for a touchdown. So if New England wants to go back to the Super Bowl, then Tom Brady's going to have a pretty much perfect football game. He can't mess up in none of the four quarters. He messes up in one quarter, then it's over for the New England Patriots. So Tom Brady can't play good for the first two quarters, then in the third or in the fourth quarter fumble the football or someone intercepted from the other team. He has to play all four quarters to its perfection, and he's going to have to score more than 20 points. He's going to have to at least score 22 points or more for him to win victorious. Because if they don't, Kansas City Chiefs is going to go to the Super Bowl, and this team doesn't seem to show no signs of slowing down. In fact, this team makes me nervous. Just the idea that Kansas won one game in Kansas, they have home field advantage for the third round, and New England is the visiting team. This makes me very nervous. And I had a friend that told me that he went to a website that said that Kansas City Chiefs is going to win the football game. Now, if Tom Brady loses in this football game, there's going to be a lot of questions to be asked. Is it time for you to retire? Are you sure you're still an elite quarterback? Are you still the Tom Brady that we all know you to be? He loses this football game, there's going to be 4 question marks. And Stephen A. Smith will be the first one to say, yeah, it might be time for you to go. I mean, the great Tom Brady, I don't know what happened. He didn't show up in the game. That's what's going to happen if Tom Brady loses. If Tom Brady wins, then people are going to just throw their Coca-Cola or their Pepsi bottles onto the football field because they're tired of seeing him in the Super Bowl. So if he wins, expect Kansas City Chiefs to probably riot the arena if New England wins. If New England loses, expect people to ask 4 question marks. What happened, Tom? Did you get tired? You couldn't find your second win. You got tired throwing the football. So if he loses, that's what you're going to expect. Now, I don't know what to tell you if Kansas City Chiefs blow out New England, then the game's over. So that's why I said Tom Brady's got to win all 4 quarters, has to play perfect football. The score is probably going to be 20-22. He's got to score at least 22 points or more. If he can blow out Kansas, which I seriously doubt, I don't think there's going to be no blowout in this football game. It's either going to be Kansas City Chiefs up 22-20, or worst case scenario, the score is going to be 10-17. Some score that you see it somewhat competitive. But I believe it's going to be back and forth. It's going to be a shootout, and I believe Kansas City Chiefs is going to make the first 2 touchdowns, and then somewhere late in the second or third quarter, he's going to make that comeback. Now, if New England score first, that would be good. But I have a feeling I don't think they're going to be able to win the coin toss because Kansas City Chiefs have home field advantage, so they're going to be able to win the coin toss anyway. So New England just going to have to make a touchdown after Kansas City makes a touchdown. And if it gets to 2 quarters and New England ain't got 15 points, that's when I think you can start panicking. So this is my prediction. Some people might say, man, you should say Kansas City Chiefs 60% and New England 40%. And like I said, if it gets to the second quarter or the third quarter and New England ain't got past 15 points, then I might consider on saying, oh, what the hell, Kansas City Chiefs 60%, New England 40%. But the reason why I say New England 60% and Kansas City Chiefs 40% is because I still believe Tom Brady might have something up his sleeve at the last minute that we don't suspect. I think he got something in his arsenal. He's not going to go out like no punk in this football game. Tom Brady ain't no punk. So he got something, just wait for it. Until then, peace.